Hello, hello, collective. How are you? Hello to my masculine viewers out there. How are you? I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Here we are again, back to another new week, so happy Monday. As I said, this channel is dedicated to my fellas out there. So to the fellas that are interested and who is ready to be empowered, who's looking for inspiration, who's looking for motivation to help you and support you on your journey to whatever that is, personally, spiritually. If you're ready to take charge and to be able to step into the warriors you were meant to be, then you have landed on the right channel, as this channel has been dedicated for your highest good. So with me supporting you, I hope that you will support this channel by giving me a like if you do like this channel, and that it has in fact given you some encouragement along the way. So as I said, if that is the case, hit that thumbs like button up to give me a like. By all means, followed by a subscribe. I would appreciate it to help this channel to grow, as I know that my male masculine viewers audience is in the making. And then last but not least, share with your fellow friends and buddies to get them on board with some inspiration and to be empowered. All right, so with all that being said, let's get right into your oracle reading for today. I will pull out 3 cards to see what the overall energy or just the messages there lies for you, my masculine energies, for today on this Monday, July 25th. Let's see what the oracles have to say for you. As I had stated with my last video, that I will be trying to come on this channel 3 days out the week. I will start out on Monday with giving you some inspiration, giving you a day to kind of reflect upon the messages that came out, then coming back to you on this channel midday Wednesday to give you some more upliftment, and then we will close out the week on that Friday, coming back to give you some more positive messages that you need to know for you to reflect upon, not only for that Friday, but into your weekend. All right, so as of now, like I said, I will be trying to upload videos for you fellas 3 days out the week. All right, I can't tell you exactly the time. The times will vary. At this time, it's no particular time when I record this video for this channel and when I will actually have it uploaded for you, but just stay tuned. All right, Spirit, give me 3 cards, 3 messages of the overall energies, or what the masculine collective need to know. All right, this came out the last time, so there is something definitely that wants to be focused on. Spirit, 2 more cards. What do my masculine energies, the collective, need to know? Seeker. All right. And 1 more card, please. Thank you, Spirit. Gathering aid. All right. Final approach. All right. So the 3 cards that came out for you guys, the first one is crossing the threshold. That came out, and this card did come out, I believe, with the last reading. So when a card come out more than once, or another time come out again, I should say, in a reading, that means that there's some special focus that needs to be put into play, or just a reminder, like constant reinforcements along the way. And you got Seeker. And then the last card that came out was Gathering Aid. All right, so, and just so you guys know that, again, because this is the collective masculine reading, that whatever comes out and however the cards of the messages is interpreted, because I will intuitively interpret on my own, and then with the other deck I will go to the guidebook if there's a need for me to, as well with this deck and with some of the cards, if I need to go back to the archetype book that comes with it, just to kind of give more extra meanings or other messages to extend what the overall message is for the card, I will do so. But I was saying that it's not going to resonate with all of you. So just because the messages is being interpreted, it will only be for some of you. It may be for one of you. It may be for two of you. But it may not resonate with all of you as a collective. So if it doesn't, it's okay. Just leave it. Take on what is your story. And if it's not your story, it's okay. It's just not your story for today. That means that everything perhaps in that area, the areas that we are revealing or talking about, is not your areas of assistance at this time. So maybe you are good. So just leave it to the side. And then for the next time, there may be something that you can resonate with. All right. So I just wanted you guys to know that. All right. So let's jump right into crossing the threshold. So let me just reflect upon this a minute. Let me just see exactly. Off the back, because of the Seeker card, I feel like this message, or the messages here, is pertaining to those of you that is probably now looking to your spiritual journey, your spiritual path. And so it's not quite clear as to what your path is and what your spiritual journey is, because we all have a path, a spiritual journey. We also have a life path purpose. We all are here for a reason. And when it comes to delving into our spirituality, sometimes we are not clear on that journey. And so we have to figure out. As I am interpreting this and getting this reading today, I feel like we kind of touched upon this in the last reading somehow. But to be honest with you, as a whole, collectively, I don't know what it is, but 2022, this is the year, and it could be because of what took place with everything that happened last year and the year before with the pandemic. It's almost like it just kind of put people in a spiritually awakening type of energy. You know, everyone now, I think, really, more than ever, really just understand not to take life for granted. Okay, I don't want to harp too much on it to trigger any type of memories. Excuse me, let me just get some water. But because it was an issue, a situation that took place, unfortunately, going through that whole pandemic situation, we did lose people, you know, and so from that, I feel that people really, really kind of got like a wake-up call. You know, sometimes with life, we do take it for granted. We neglect the people that are close to us in our environment. And sometimes we are caught up in our own personal pursuit of whatever it is that we are after, that sometimes we do forget about our friends and our loved ones. And so I just feel like as I'm tapping into this, I just feel like constantly, and when I hear and look at other YouTube channels and look at other readings and just look at the verbiage of people in the world, it seems to be changing. It seems that people are now being spiritually awakened to understanding that they do have a purpose. But in understanding it, it's what is my path? What is my purpose? You know, so as I'm looking at these cards with the crossing the threshold, the Seeker, and then the other card that came out was gathering aid. So when I'm looking at this, it just shows me, let's take the Seeker. It just shows me that whoever this may apply to, again, this may resonate for a few of you, maybe one of you, maybe two of you. You're in crossroads and trying to figure out exactly what is my purpose, what is my life path journey on a spiritual level. You are ready to delve into that spiritual awakening, or you are either going through that transformation at this time, trying to find out who you are. What were you called upon to do? What is my spiritual destiny? Because sometimes we are not clear on it. And so sometimes we do have to go within ourselves and go into our quiet space. We have to go into a quiet moment, almost taking like a hermit mode, to kind of step outside of the world and go into our own solitude to figure out. Because when you seek answers, the way that you get answers is through silence, not through noise, not through chaos, not through crowds, not through people, but we can truly seek answers because the answers does lie within ourselves. We need to go in, awaken that third eye, because this is the third eye. This is one of your chakras, the third eye. And if it's closed, if it's blocked, then there is where, when you go into this hermit mode, when you go into your sanctuary, when you go into that solitude, you can tap into that third eye chakra to find the answers you need to see where but also what is your destiny on the spiritual front. All right, so you see the guy, this energy, this fella here, this man, he is into his spiritual awakening, but he's in, like I said, a moment of solitude. No one else is around. No one else can be around you. That's the purpose of meditating. That's the purpose of being able to disconnect from the world, even family, to be able to find that space where you're not going to be disturbed or distracted, to be able to focus, to be able to really tap in to the messages, tap into the signs, tap into the answers that you need. Because when you are quiet, because when you are quiet, there's where you get the answers that you need. Silence. Because it's the inner voice within you. And like I said, it starts from within. And the only way you can activate that is by truly taking that time to seek the answers you need by solitude. All right, so like I said, this is something that one of you, or two of you, or maybe a portion of you might be in transition of going through at this time. All right, and then, like I said, what it is about crossing that threshold. You are just about to cross that threshold to know when you find out, when you come out of this solitude, this hermit mode, and you get the answer that you need, then you are ready. You are ready to start your journey. You're ready to go through that threshold, because now you could see, once you cross that threshold, there's light there. There's some type of, the other side, there's another side that awaits you, so to speak. And once you are informed and know what that is, you are ready to go through and see what that side have to offer you on your spiritual journey. All right, because like I said, we're all here for a reason. We all have a purpose, but sometimes we get stuck. Sometimes we are not too certain about it. And when we're not certain about anything that's not clear, verified, clarified, or unknown, what happens? Fear pops up, and that's an emotion that sadly sometimes can overcrowd our thinking to get the clarity that we need. So we can't let fear cling to us. You know, it's something that we have to rise above and not let that bring us down. Don't let it get in our way when it comes to us seeking who we really are and what we were here to do. All right. And then we have gathering aid. So gathering aid is people that is of like-minded, like yourself. So like attracts like. People that are on the same journey, the same type of knowledge, seeking the same type of knowledge like yourself, then there you can get assistance. So when you attract the type of energies, attract people who just like you, who is looking to seek spiritual knowledge, maybe you might go into studying about what it means about seeking your spiritual journey. Or maybe you might go to some type of a program. Maybe there is something out there that, like I said, can give you some type of assistance to kind of help you get on that journey. You know, but when it comes to seeking aid, or gathering aid, like I said, can be in many forms. It can come from books where you can kind of tap into the understanding of what spiritual destiny is about, anything pertaining to the spiritual nature of what it is that you're doing. Whatever it is, don't be afraid to get that information. Don't be afraid to attract like-minded people as yourself, because when you have other people that are seeking the same knowledge as you, or seeking the same type of goal when it comes to the spiritual path, it kind of helps because you have something to connect with. But you can identify you both can support and be there for each other. So getting that aid definitely can help with you starting out on your spiritual path. All right, so that is what I got in terms of those 3 cards. And so let's go in further with your other deck, which is the message of your guides. So let's see what your guides have to say in terms of this. I'm going to get the card that turned over, Trust Your Intuition. When I get flippers or cards that kind of stand out, I take them because to me it's like a message that really wants to be out there. So I'm going to take it. All right, so let's see what messages your spirit guides have to say in connection with the energies and the messages that have come out for you today. All right, let me just give this a good shuffle. Okay, 2 more cards, please. Shuffle this. Cut the deck. Okay, Spirit. All right, let's get 2 more cards. Release toxic relationships. That came out again. That came out with the last reading as well. 1 more card, please. One final message for the collective. Thoughts create your reality. All right, and see your intentions. Set your intentions. Okay, so the 3 cards that came out is Trust Your Intuition. All right, and that kind of taps into the Seeker card. Release toxic relationships. And thoughts create your reality. All right. So, before we go into the book to get further additional meanings, let's tap into Trust Your Intuition. And I was drawn right back to the second card that came out for you, Seeker. So again, when you seek, when you go into that solitude, trust your intuition. Whatever answer that you get, if you feel moved, if you feel like you got the answer toward what your destiny is, follow that intuition. They say the first feeling that you get generally is the answer. Trust it. We all have intuition, but we have to know how to tap into it. But more importantly, we have to trust what it is that we feel and sense, because it's going to guide us. Generally, our intuition is going to give us the answers that we seek, but it's going to gear us into the direction that we need to go. All right? So trusting your intuition is very important as you are about to transform and cross that threshold. All right, let's open the book and see what further messages and meanings Trust Your Intuition wants you to know. All right, it says, as a spiritual being having a human experience, you have agreed to forget your divine heritage while your awareness is focused in this dense physical world. But your connection to your natural state still remains with you, and it is called intuition. Just like any other muscle of your body, the more you use and exercise your intuition, the stronger it becomes. Intuition manifests itself as a feeling of knowing, usually in the area of your solar plexus, which is another chakra, one of your 7 chakras. Humans use words like gut feeling or hunch, but it is a sense that we are all born with. It is the 6th sense. Unfortunately, because of its ethereal quality, a lot of humans doubt its existence. That's what I was saying. You have to believe in that intuition, because we all have it, but we have to tap into it. But then, more importantly, we need to trust it and believe that it does exist. But those of us who have experienced it, we know that we possess an awareness that is not of this dimension. If this card appears for you, it can have several meanings depending on its placement. It can mean that an event or situation is in the offing. It will require you to trust your sixth sense, even though all physical signs indicate otherwise. Or it can mean that someone within your influence is going to ask you for advice. Depending on their personal acceptance of their own knowingness, you may have to encourage them to do what feels right for them. Share a story of how your intuition proved correct in a time of need. And that draws me back to this card, gathering aid. So it could be somebody that could come toward you. Maybe this is someone younger who wants to now be more in tune with their spiritual journey. Maybe they may come to you to ask them how they can go about doing it. So it's interesting that this card taps into your other messages of the cards that was drawn. So share your story of how your intuition proved correct in a time of need. All right, so that's what it means there. Trust your intuition. Know that it's there for a reason. Just like people will say, you know, I have a gut feeling, I have a hunch about it. So it's more than that. It's just something that say that, listen, I'm here, yes. It's like a reminder to say, yes, you have a gut feeling. Well, I'm here to let you know that what you are feeling, you are on par with. Trust me, and I'm going to steer you in the right direction. Believe and trust that I will help you to make that decision. You sought, now I'm giving you the answer that you seek, if that makes sense. All right? So trust your intuition. It will not steer you wrong. All right? So now we move on to release toxic relationships. This definitely was the card that you got with your last reading. So the fact that it came out again shows that when you are crossing that threshold, when you are seeking to find yourself, you have to do so. When you do so by yourself, but know that in doing so, you might have to let go of people or situations because they are only going to block you getting across this threshold. They are going to interfere and keep you focusing on your third eye. They're going to be a distraction. So in order for them to not be a distraction, you have to let them go. You have to release them. This can be people, places, or situations that no longer serve you. So releasing those situations, whatever this may be, this could be a family, this could be a friendship, this could be a love, romantic relationship, you know, that you might have to let go when you're focusing. Generally, when anybody embarks on a spiritual awakening, generally at some point you will have to leave people behind as you move forward toward your highest good. Not everybody will be of love and light and pure, genuine hopes for you when you are looking to do something that's high, because spiritual awakening, a spiritual journey, involves elevating your vibrations high. And if they are vibrating low, positive and high vibrations don't interfere or even concern themselves with the vibe of the low frequency. So because of that, that's why you have to let it go, because you have nothing in common. Remember earlier I said, when you are seeking or gathering aid to attract like-minded people, you're going to attract people of your vibration, your positive high vibrations. And anything that's less than that, you got to cut them out, release it. So this is why this card came here, because it's just focusing and reminding you, reinforcing you that in doing so, that you have to do it. You may not want to do it, but it's a necessity in order for you to be successful toward crossing that threshold. All right? So let us tap into that. Let's get further meaning about releasing toxic relationships. Okay, it says, in order for a soul to thrive, it needs to be in an environment of love and harmony. When there is disordinance or imbalance, the soul suffers and the body is often left with emotional or physical pain. Oftentimes, souls like you who are making progress on their spiritual path will attract others who may be drawn to your light and can siphon off your energy, leaving you feeling depleted and empty. So let's stop there. So just what I just said, when you are on your spiritual journey, you're going to come across, or you may be surrounded people who are toxic, and having them around you will only deplete your energy. As you are elevating yourself, your light becomes elevated, your energy becomes elevated, and as you become elevated, their light is becoming dimmer, but they're also vibing on low vibrations, which do not counteract or match of energy that is of high vibration. All right? It is always the first impulse of the evolved soul to want to assist their fellow travelers who seem to be struggling. But there comes a time when you must realize that their path and your path have little in common, and that it's best that you part ways. Sometimes the soul will be brought into your journey just so you can prove to yourself that you have the wherewithal to release them. Toxic relationships come in all forms and can be detrimental in many ways. In your life, attempt to release those who are not in accordance with your being and do not inspire your soul. You may need to restructure your sense of healthy boundaries with people in your life. Do not allow your kindness to be mistaken as an entry for others to mistreat you. Life is too short to be with others who are not enjoying the adventure and aren't helping you co-create a world you want to live in. So it's very to the point. It's just letting you know, no matter how hurtful or painful it may be when you have to let people go and be released. But remember, by doing so, it's for your better good. It's all about you and what is going to make you step closer toward your spiritual path, your spiritual journey. All right? They're not there for you. You have nothing in common. And like I said, positive and negative, those are both energies. But the energy needs to match your frequency. And if it doesn't match your frequency, then it's the frequency that you have to cut off. All right? All right, so let's go to your last card. And the message here is thoughts create your reality. Thoughts create your reality. So when you are in that seeking mode to think about what it is that you are trying to work toward on your spiritual journey, the thoughts start within. Everything starts from within. So as you think it, be about it. Okay? So you would need to, one of the things that you would be able to do to bring it to your reality is, just like I said, you have to let go of things that no longer serve you. Because as long as you have those things or anything that is around you, it will block the thoughts of what you're trying to do. It will block you from seeing it into your physical environment, your reality. All right? So let us get the message or the final meanings of what that really means. And then we will wind down and close out you guys' reading for today. It says, everything that you see in this physical dimension is a replica of what has first been created in thought. There is nothing that you can look at right now that didn't first have its genesis as the energy of thought. Since we have the ability to create reality from thought, that means that you, too, have the power to construct your own personal existence. And with that power comes responsibility. Be mindful of your thoughts. If you focus on what you don't have, be it money or health or love, then the energy of lack is what you will create. Your guides are ready and willing to inspire you and help you see that your desires come to fruition. All you have to do is ask for their assistance. In fact, the summation of all your previous thoughts and intentions are what you are experiencing right now when you read this or hear this message. Look around yourself now. Your environment has been created by your choices, whether consciously or subconsciously. Start making conscious choices and you will be amazed at what you create for yourself. I'm drawing back to gathering aid. We spoke about aid from humans, from people? What about gathering aid from your spirit guides, your angels? We all have them. I also mentioned this too in your other video. We all have angels. We all have spirit guides. We have our belief system, God, whoever it is that you believe in. Get aid from them. When you go into, again, I'm drawing back to this card, when you go into that seeking mode, also there is where you will ask for your guidance from your angels, from your guides, to help you along your journey. Never feel alone. Never feel that in your true destiny of following your spiritual path that you are alone. They are happy that you are embarking on your spiritual journey. And so with being happy, they will definitely want, with open arms and hands, to extend help to you, will aid you along that path. All right? So fellas, that is it. I hope that the messages here was very uplifting. I hope it was encouraging. And for some of you, as I said, if you are in this transition, if you are in fact looking to embark upon your spiritual journey, you are ready now to find out what you are, who you are, and what is your purpose here on this earth. Well, this reading was definitely for you. And for those of you, if it's not your story, it's okay. Wait for the next video, and that may be your story. All right? So everyone, I'm wishing all of you, my masculine energies, a wonderful Monday. And until we connect again, be well, think positive, stay confident in what it is that you seek. Whatever it may be, even if it's not spiritual, whatever that you seek, whatever you want to attract and begin to embark on, be positive, stay uplifted, okay? And if you need help along the way, don't refuse help, okay? Don't let that ego get in your way to accept and refuse help, because at the end, we are all here. Our mission should be to help everybody. We should be able to help and uplift people every single day, right? All right. So until next time, I'm wishing you all a wonderful day. Peace, love, and light. Bye.